what separates a regular fishing boat from a luxury fishing boat?
So just the manufactured, the bay boats that you see everywhere that are created in a factory, like you'll see they'll have all kinds of switches that are labeled, but that don't mean your boat has that amenity on it that the switch is on it. So I'll say, oh, you have 2 live wells, but your boat might only have 1 because they're mass produced. Ours, you'll literally get everything that you want possible. You want wireless phone chargers? I'll install one.
Nice.
You want your gauge set up specifically how you want it? I got to sit there and I'll draw it out on the console. Like, you get this here, this here, this here. They say yes, and that's where I cut it. These people drop thousands of dollars in sound systems.
Your wedding and the fact that we know and love you guys so incredibly much. I think that's what it meant so much to him. It wasn't just the gorgeousness and the genuineness and the fact that we actually enjoyed the wedding. I'm driving. He's crying while he's editing your wedding video. He is actively
It's emotional.
sobbing. And I was like, driving. I'm like, babe, are you all right? Because you're making me nervous. And I'm like driving and I'm like trying to not get a wreck and stuff. But like, why are you crying? So he's just like, oh my God, they're just so precious. I just love them. And they're just so great. And it only made me love. It only made me love.
Like Stacey did that wedding video.
He's embarrassed. It only made me love him more, right? Because you were my best friend in high school. And the fact that he was literally, ugly crying over editing your wedding video was just like the coolest thing in my mind. I was like, oh my God, I really love it.
So the big question is this: how are creators like us, who aren't built for the 9-to-5, for the people who put their passion before them being comfortable, how do we turn that passion into a living that pays the bills and a life that we love? That is the question. This podcast will give you the answers. My name is Noah Mittman, and welcome to Conversations with Creators.
Welcome to another episode of Conversations with Creators. I am your host, Noah Mittman, and today is a very special episode. I have my wife, Shorty, next to me, and we are talking to a good longtime friend and master boat builder extraordinaire, Austin Martin. Thanks for doing the show, man.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me.
And I gotta say, I'm very happy because I've been wanting a beer sponsor for a while, and so today I am sipping on the Woods Boss Brewing Company Foothills Fire Red Ale, and it is delicious. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Go check their stuff out. So I want to know the trick, because you were a firefighter for a long time, and then you transitioned into boat building. Tell me about how that transition went.
Well, I went from fire, then I went to rescue where I was traveling. And it was good money. It was fun. I loved it. But the wife got upset I was always traveling for work. So, I like to do electrical work. And I was like, oh, well, I could wire some stuff up. And I did side jobs working with the police departments and the EMS and the fire, wiring up their vehicles.
You're some Sparky, Austin? What?
Yeah, I was Sparky. But after that, my buddy was sending me Snapchats of him not building the boats. He was just showing me videos of him wiring the boats up. And I was like, oh, cool. Are y'all hiring? That's right down the street from my house. I could get a job close to home, so I'd be home with the kids. And I was like, yeah, come apply. So I went to apply. I told him, hey, I know electrical. I know my 12 volt, my 24, my 36. And sure enough, they just said, when can you start? I was like, all right, at the end of the month, let me put my 2 weeks in. I'll be there.
I need to call him. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
She is fixing up the project car right now, and we definitely could use some advice, which is great.
You just let me know. I don't wire up cars that often, but I could do some.
Just context here. Hold on. Just for context, my wife and Austin have known each other for many, many years. Where did this friendship originate?
I was 15 years old, like newly 15, like just turned 16. So over half our lives. Yeah. Because now we're in our early 30s. And now, Austin. Austin and I were besties throughout high school. And yeah, he married someone I actually fucking love. He went through a lot of assholes that fucking hated me. Stacey was the first one who didn't hate me, who actually like was confident and loved herself enough and had no problem with me to my knowledge. And we just
I would say so. You're a bridesmaid. I think that's...
and had not, you know, the whole like
first bridesmaid.
First, yeah, exactly.
That was the first time I ever been a bridesmaid. I was literally a groomsman before I was a bridesmaid. I'd never been a bridesmaid before, which was new for me.
And you had this stuff. So I met her parents in Texas, and then the first night we went out, we hung out with you. Yeah,
and we went to the bar, and
we drank the bar out of Fireball.
We finished the bottle of Fireball that the bar hacks already.
That's true.
Anyway, so this is the context for the friendships here. So yes, you like the electrical side of things, and you saw that a job that would keep you closer to home was available, so you jumped at it.
Correct. And so my first day on the job, you know, they had me sweep the bay and clean up around. I was like, all right, so I'm not doing much. But I didn't know nothing about boats. I knew they floated in water, and I knew they had a motor. That's about it.
He's been fishing for a long time, though. He may not have known about boats, but he has been fishing since we were kids.
But I've never fished off boats. I catch more fish standing in the water than I do on a boat.
With your hands or with the...
Well, with a rod and reel. I mean, I'll just wait for it. I fish from shore. I care so much. Exactly. Well, next thing you know it, he pulls in a boat, and from learning now, a lot of boats are built in factories and they just get put out there nonstop. Well, our boats are all built by hand. I always say it's like a Lamborghini where everything's done by hand only and not in a factory constantly having people do everything.
Yeah.
Mass production.
I was like, all right. So I was like, I'll do the electrical part. He's like, no, you're building the whole boat. I was like, oh, well, I applied to do the electrical. He's like, no, you're going to be drilling.
You'll be fine.
Everything. Pretty much. And so I was like, all right. I was like, well, what do I do? He was like, you drill here. And he just started showing me what to do. But he'd leave me alone every now and then. And one wrong hole, once you cut it, it's done. If they have to replace it or fix it, they got to send it back to the shop an hour away, patch it up, and then send it back to us.
Damn. I'll say that's what she said.
Hey, but look, no, straight up. Like, that is kinetic learning. Me as a carpenter, you learn better hands-on versus being lectured or being taught about it. And you were obviously put in a position to where they wanted you to learn kinetically. They threw you in the pit and they wanted you to feel the pressure and understand the circumstance and the stakes, for lack of better words, and say, hey, look, do your best. This is what happens if you fuck up, but do your best. And
that's how you learn.
Obviously took it seriously, and they loved that, and that's why you did so well.
Well,
being thrown in the fire is the best way to do it.
100%.
Well, it is, and learning hands-on, and like, I'm a hands-on person. I'm not I'm not book smart. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and be able to take a test. Like, you show me hands-on, I'll be able to.
Me neither. You and I did not get good grades. We did our best, but we did not get good grades, even trying our best.
Well, yeah, exactly. But see, I'm glad I know how to read a tape measure. That helped me out big time.
Geometry makes a lot more sense than fucking algebra. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You can say, hey, cut a circle. I'll cut a circle. You tell me to divide 8 by 2 times square. And I can't do all that. You're out of your mind.
Visual.
Luckily, I don't need that for work. Visual.
Well,
so speaking of the visual side of things, what's up?
No, keep going.
Okay. With design being a critical, obviously, aspect to luxury fishing boats. What is like some of the unique design features and innovations that you built into making this fishing experience like next level?
Are you saying as in like all the details of the boat, or
Yeah, the stuff that I mean, are you involved in the design at this point, or is it just kind of implementation?
there's certain molds? So of course there's like I'm not sure how
Real
many
quick, I'm
different
sorry.
types.
I got him into rats. I got him into rats.
Yeah.
He loved the rats, and then so did his mother. Okay, and now we got the kids' rats.
Why would you go off and do something like that?
I had to. I was waiting till the kids were old enough. Because you know how much I love them, and I knew the kids to be old enough to be able to handle it. So I had to wait, but I did it, and I waited, and now we have a Remy and a snowman.
She comes home and there's just 2 boxes the kids are carrying. And it says live animals, and I'm like, "What did you do?"
I hope it's a fish out of water.
Now, what's funny is we just got rid of our chickens, and I was like, "This better not be a fucking chick, because we've already been through this."
Chickens are so much easier than rats. You just leave them outside and
kill each other.
feed them.
The rats are nice. The rats are sweet, and the kids love them, and yeah. But yeah, so
Awesome.
are you involved in the design at this point for the boats, or is it just the building and the kind of, this goes here?
So I do a lot of the rigging. So once the boat is built, then it comes to me, and it's just the hull. So it's an empty shell. And they got different brands like the Magnums, the BLSs, the cat boats. There's different styles, and then they get sent to us once they're built and painted. And then we start cutting all the holes, drilling the drains. We install everything else on the boats. And that's where the customization.
So they build the shell. So they build the shell, and you plumb it up, and you
Wire it up. I put the motor on. I put the power poles, the trolling motors, the seats, the aluminum. I do everything else. I pretty much build the rest of the boat. I just don't do the big.
All right. So in my head, right, in construction, you do framing, and then you do plumbing, and then you do electric, or you can do electrical plumbing. But best case, the electricians and the plumbers do not work around each other. They don't like this.
Yeah.
This is a nightmare. Okay, you want one and the other. The electricians have a lot more give, so it's better to have the plumbers come in first. So you frame it in, then you have the plumbers come in, right? Because they have to have angles. The electricians don't have to worry about angles. So you do the framing, you do the plumbing, and then you do the electricians. So for you have all the framing done. They even paint.
So think of it as this: the house is already built, and then now I got to cut the holes for the windows, the doors. I got to run the wires. I got to put the plumbing. I got to install everything. But
for houses, we already have the ROs for the windows and the doors. So we already do the headers.
Okay, well, we don't.
We do the jack studs, and so it's a whole game.
No, yeah, they're different. It's a different beast.
But my question is, which is why it's so backwards in my head, is that he said that they're actually painted before it even gets to you.
Correct. So that's what's different about us. It's a customized boat. That's all we are. We build fully custom boats. So you want heated seats on your boat?
Yeah. So you have the shell. So it's completely framed. For lack of better words, sided, right? For lack of better words, sided and painted.
Correct.
And then you come in and you tear your holes for all your plumbing and or electric, whatever you're doing. And then you just have to hope that whoever the fuck is drilling holes is doing them in the right place. Because if not, you just fucked up a lot of shit, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And you got to send it back to the shop that it was made at, which the shop that it's made at.
High stakes cutting here. High stakes work here.
It's measure 5 times, cut once.
Yeah.
5 times, huh?
Yeah, 5 times. Always measure.
By the way, I'm sure, well, I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned it, but so Shorty runs Tech Home Improvements here at Evergreen, a home improvement and carpentry business, which is why she has all the knowledge here. And I just love listening because it's all Greek to me, but it's fun hearing about it.
So
Oh, hey, Nancy, what's up?
bye, bitch. I love it so much.
I put cock in my mouth.
Oh, it's great. Now you get a cock in your mouth. It's great. No, it's great.
Happy wedding anniversary.
Sweet. Mwah. No. It's great. Love you, Steve.
So
Actually, so what kind of features and amenities do you include in stuff art with like what separates a regular fishing boat from a luxury fishing boat?
So just the manufactured, the bay boats that you see everywhere that are created in a factory, like you'll see they'll have all kinds of switches that are labeled, but that don't mean your boat has that amenity on it, that the switch is on it. So I'll say, oh, you have 2 live wells, but your boat might only have 1 because they're mass produced. Ours, you'll literally get everything that you want possible. You want wireless phone chargers, I'll install one.
Nice.
You want your gauge set up specifically how you want it, I gotta sit there and I'll draw it out on the console. Like, you get this here, this here, this here. They say yes, and that's where I cut it. These people drop thousands of dollars in sound systems.
I bet.
I don't know how many.
That's going to be the biggest, is that not like the biggest thing people spend money on is music?
The music is a big, and a subwoofer. I put subwoofers in boats. I'm just like, why do you need a sub in a boat? But a lot of people go to the ski canals and they booze cruise, you know?
Yeah.
So they're not just for fishing. And then you have the people that want the big motor.
It sounded like fishing, but when you have a boat, you know, sometimes you're not going to bring it out for a fishing trip. It's, you know, sometimes you're just having fun.
But a lot of them get customized. And then we get old boats that aren't even the same brand, Haney, and they're just Pathfinders and random boats that just need new motors put on. And sometimes I'll get that and just replace the motors.
Sorry.
I like doing the couple word better.
Shorty's sister is peeking in here.
I was trying to say hi. He doesn't remember me, but I remember him.
You say your sister?
She knows my bestie. She knows my bestie from high school.
Up in here.
Let me try.
Let's see the first shot. There we go.
Aston, right?
Oh, and like it's done before. It's not doing it.
That's right. We're trying. We're in the Zoom green screen here, so we're trying. Yeah.
I feel old as fuck right now. I'm not even understanding how I'm like ghosting in and out.
That's awesome. Well, it makes sense that like the most
activity over here. There you go. Oh, now she's gone.
There we go. We just have to stay still. If you're listening to this podcast, it's going to make a lot less sense than if you're watching it on YouTube. So, actually, this is a fun one because you've had so much experience now around boats, and you've been obviously a fisherman for a long time. What advice do you have for boat owners to ensure longevity for their boats?
Don't buy one.
Don't buy.
Like, I mean, I've always wanted a boat. I'm not gonna lie. And then after working on them every day of the week, and having my friends with boats, like, oh, you work on boats, can you come check out my boat? And then I don't even see a boat on my day off.
Don't you love building something that you love so much for someone else and that you don't get to fucking enjoy? It is the best feeling ever, right? Like, I build houses and I don't get to fucking enjoy them. I'm learning a fucking log build in 1 week after my fucking surgery on my carpal tunnel.
Let's build back next.
And I don't get to fucking enjoy it. It is the shittiest thing ever to, like, literally build the thing that you love so much and you want for yourself that someone else gets to enjoy, but you do not. It is the worst thing ever. So you're sitting there building boats for someone else, and you're like, God damn it, I don't even have my own boat. I don't even have my own boat, but I'm building this boat for you. It's great. No, it's great. It's fine. It's great.
Oh, trust me, all my customers, they always ask me what kind of boat I have, if I have a Haney. And I'm just like, oh, no.
You're like,
I can't afford
you.
that.
Fuck you, asshole.
Have you gone out on mini truck boats?
So one of the boats I built, they are from San Antonio, and when they come down, they always invite me out. I've gone once with them. I have a couple people I know that I've done boats for. I just haven't gone on their boat yet because I work 6 days a week, and my only day off, I'm home.
Yeah.
Stuck with the wife and kids.
So miserable.
So, but other than don't
His
yeah,
big white ass pillow and his comfy ass couch that I can see next to you. And no, it's great. No, it's great. You look just miserable as fuck. Yeah, it's great. His life is so hard.
It's very hard. She will never understand.
No, never. You are a classic millennial boomer. Guarantee Stacy takes care of everything. So I don't want to hear your fucking bitching. Someone understands. Good girl.
Keep our mouth shut. Pay them bills, girl.
Side, I know I'm your bestie, but I'm on Stacy's side all the way. Swear to God. Believe it.
Whoever's still listening and watching at this point, good job, and you're just in for more shenanigans. This is solid. Welcome to real relationships with people here.
Welcome to marriage.
Yeah. They also celebrated their 1 year of marriage, which is amazing. And we know a few people haven't made that far, so congratulations.
We're about to celebrate our 8th, and Noah just got propped and business propped for business because he was driving my business truck with my logo and my number, and they thought for the umpteenth thousandth time that he owns my company, and they're like, he's like, no, it's my wife's company. They're like, what?
This dude walks up to we were parked at the grocery store today, and this guy walks up and he's like, hey, can I get your card? And I was like, it's actually my wife's company. And he's like, a home improvement company run by a woman. Okay, all right. And I was like, yeah, I get a lot, and she's a badass, and nothing tops her work.
Oh, so I'll be like, hey, do you replace facial boards? What's that?
Go on Google. Go on fucking Facebook. You'll see Shorty. It's nothing but fucking 5-star reviews. I have a fucking perfect record right now. I'm not testing that theory, but I have had no complaints. And I had on the last drop by half on the bid. I should have bid it at 12 or 13. I bid it at 6. Still finished it. Still fucking perfect. It was my fuck up, and that's fine, but I still finished it, and it was still fucking amazing.
That's good.
That's good.
That is real good.
I'm naming this Who the Fuck Knows with Austin Martin. We have jumped around subjects so much.
We have.
No, it's still based around business.
It's good.
Welcome to our friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck knows? We're having a good time. Cheers.
Also boats.
Got no boats. Did you?
Boats?
Here we go.
Actually, a perfect title. Oh my god.
Hey,
God.
Stacy wants to know why this is like Paranormal Activity with Alexis always disappearing.
Yeah, she is there. For whatever reason, it's hanging on to him. I think it's because he's used to being in this fucking realm, and we're in the kitchen right now. That's not our actual background. And that actual background is in our basement.
All right. I'm gonna drop the veil. I'm gonna drop the. I don't really care because it's fine. I'm gonna drop
the veil.
Ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Hey, YouTube in 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're not in the office. Oh my god.
Oh, bro, it was seeing you again. Not to us anymore.
He's not being Paranormal Activity.
A genie in a bottle.
All right. I have a good one. Tell me a really good fishing story that stands out in your mind.
Tell about the fishing tournament.
Oh, dude. So this weekend we had our fishing tournament for the fire department.
Nice.
Right. I have a honey hole where I usually catch fish 24/7. No matter what, I could go there and I always catch something.
You know my dad would talk shit. Hey.
Huh?
You know my dad would talk shit to you all day long.
Oh, I know. I missed him at the Haney tournament this year. I saw him last year, but not this year.
So, okay.
But
Keep going.
so we have less entrants, or is that what we call them? Less people entered our tournament this year. Weather, and I think there's the Sharkathon was going on this weekend. And so everybody entered in the boat division, but no one entered in the wade and kayak division. I was the only one that entered in that wade and kayak division. So I was like, I'm for sure winning first place, cash prize. I'm going to win. I fished for like 10 hours and then catch one keeper.
Ow!
And you're like,
Ow!
and you're like, no doubt spot.
Oh, you should have brought my dog.
Wow.
You should.
Here's the thing about my spot, though. That spot, I have to have a south wind. It has to be under 10 miles per hour. And that day we'd have the north wind. Yeah. I spin the air. I take my pee break, and it lets me know where it's blowing at.
Yeah, there you go.
It sure enough, it's blowing like 30 miles per hour. It was cold. It was raining. And yeah, it was just a horrible time. So I was just fishing into the wind, not catching shit. Well, I was catching a lot of fish, just nothing worth keeping.
Yeah.
That's my worst fishing.
Hold up. So you're the only person in the division, and you still didn't win anything.
Still didn't win. I just
It's like, all right, what did you just spend all day doing? Like, come on here.
Yeah, no kidding. I was like,
With the kids all day, and you didn't even catch a fish.
It was at the tournament.
I was at the tournament working. Oh, tournament while I was out there with fishing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna win," and I'm over here trying to run a tournament and take care of 2 children, going crazy. And he's over there enjoying his me time.
She don't know how hard it was to fish in that one.
The hard life. The hard life. Yeah.
He wants to fight down.
There was a high tide. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, bullshit.
It was 2 degrees too cold, and the water was a little, and it was just that the tide was just not quite the right.
Well, I was out there feeding my fish in my honey hole to make sure they get bigger for a bigger tournament is all I was doing.
Yeah. It was fun. It was a long game. You didn't go after the $5,000 prizes. You got eyes on the $50,000 prize, right?
And you got 0.
Exactly. I gotta let go of the little fish to catch the bigger fish.
Fine.
You know?
It's fine. It's all good.
They're still growing. They're still growing. It's not time yet.
Do not encourage them.
Well, here's the thing. All the proceeds for this tournament were going to the police explorers, the kids, for law enforcement, for first responders. So it's like a lot of people donated their cash prize back. So I was just like, look,
Yeah. Similar to we have
I was just donating the money.
exactly. No, so it wasn't about the money.
Yeah.
No, it was like
more.
it was like we have the big chili cook-off here. We have in Evergreen. We have a whole bunch of businesses and a whole bunch of fire stations. They cook chili for prizes, and what happens at the end is you get a little chalice, like a prize, and you get prize money, and everybody puts the prize money back into the charity. Because it's for firefighters.
Oh, I mean, yeah, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, similar setup. I get that. So now
I just wanted the trophy. Is all I wanted. Now we can see everybody.
Oh, hi. Because I'm not hiding in my fake office anymore.
What's up, Mr. Art?
And for watchers, just think in the future, you'll never know if I'm actually there because I'm that good at lighting. If I don't mention it, you're not going to tell. Haha. So comment if you see something happening where you think it's green screen.
If Alexis is going in and out, we'll know.
You're right. But this is the first episode I've had her on.
I don't do this. I actually didn't know this was happening tonight. It was great. I was like, I've been drinking and I stopped drinking for like 10 months. And all of a sudden I'm drinking and you want me to be on a podcast, right. But it's my best friend from high school.
Full transparency. Transparency. We were.
I mean, fuck it. Send it.
No, it doesn't matter. Joe Rogan does what the fuck he wants on his.
Right. Oh, Joe Rogan.
We're about an hour away from recording this, and we're watching Ace Ventura 2, and had both taken a hit of weed, and I was like, "Oh shit, we got the podcast still." So trying to come down to lead a conversation.
Yeah.
After a little too much early night partying after the kids went down.
Okay. Or to be fair, it started at the zoo. Because who the fuck wants to do that shit fucking sober?
Have you guys done it? Have you guys done a zoo sober?
Absolutely. We just did it last Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was you sober, or was it just?
No, that was the San Antonio's. We were sober.
Yeah, but that's because you got a big drive back, right?
I mean, 2 hours. That's not big.
It's not big for the guys. It's not very big for car. No, I'm not gonna swear. I'm smoking like 20 minutes. All right. So what's some of the hardest? Oh, go for it.
No, I was just a little like she's drinking twisted tea over there.
It is.
Not
girl.
totally,
I
but
brought
that's
them their mind. Okay.
I love a good twisted tea. Here.
I get white girl wasted on us. I had to stop him.
White girl wasted. White girl.
I think you were.
expression.
I think you were white girl wasted at your wedding.
WDW.
No,
I was way more white girl wasted than you were.
I was tanked at my wedding.
That's good because I left my wedding completely fucking stone cold sober. I couldn't.
That's funny.
I couldn't drink, and I don't know what happened, but I left completely sober. It was weird as fuck.
You entered my wedding white girl wasted.
Plus, no, you're fucking crazy. Well, your wedding, no, probably. No, completely.
My wedding with my sister. Both of y'all, white girl wasted, yelling out the back of a vehicle with the tailgate up.
We were not yelling to make sure to be quiet.
But
We just didn't want to fuck up our makeup, so we made sure to have the back open.
Hey friends, it's your podcast buddy Noah Midmid here, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about one of my passion projects, my clothing brand, Clothing for Creators. Roll the tape.
If my life were a movie, the hero's big speech would end with, "Stop waiting, start creating." Because that's the drive behind my story. Like when I couldn't afford to finish film school. So instead, I started my own production company and gave myself a trial by fire YouTube business degree. And it's not just me with these kinds of stories. There is this growing movement of passionate, creative, flow state writing, hustling, persistent creators and entrepreneurs that are taking the internet and the world by storm.
Everybody told me I wasn't going to be able to make any money as an artist. Now, 15 years later, I've worked on 3 continents. I do own my house, my shop, I'm booked out 8 months ahead. I don't subscribe to being a starving artist.
Creativity and I are very deep, dark lovers. I've just decided I'm just gonna make stuff, and even if it's not perfect, like, it's getting made.
You're gonna think that there's right answers and there's not. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let's just throw dye on it and it'll look great.
You don't need rules some old guy in a suit made up. You don't need anyone telling you that your voice doesn't matter. We are makers, creative types, side hustlers, doers. Why? Because we get shit done.
The most important thing every single day is just to get your shit done.
Just keep doing it, keep producing, keep creating, and as you do that, you're going to start becoming the person that you want to be.
Don't be scared to try. Commit. You can't half-ass do something. We're full-ass around here.
So there's a film you need to make, a company you need to create, a voice you need to share, a product you know the world needs. Put all of yourself into it until anyone who has ever doubted you starts asking you for a job. Then you get to play for a living. You get to create community.
Partnerships, collaborations, building bonds with people that like the same stuff you like.
You get to live with your heart on your sleeve, a smile on your face, and a solid answer to when anybody asks, why do you do what you do?
Sometimes you have to say fuck all the rules to get something that you really need to get out of yourself.
You don't need the opinion of the old guy in the suit.
You have to give yourself permission to just go. A little less conversation, a little more action.
Clothing for Creators. Go check out snowmanfilms.shop today.
Hey there, fellow creatives. Conversations with Creators dives deep into the minds of successful filmmakers, artists, musicians, and all-around awesome people. We are looking for some kick-ass sponsors to help us keep this show on the road. If you want to reach a tribe of dedicated listeners who are just as passionate about creating as you are, then look no further. Our audience is full of people who appreciate a good laugh and are always on the lookout for new ways to fuel their creativity. So, let's team up and create some magic together. We'll work with you to make sure that your brand is showcased in the best light possible. And who knows, maybe we'll even become lifelong friends. Just imagine, years from now, we'll be reminiscing about the good old days when we first teamed up to take the world by storm. Send us an email at noah@snowmanfilms.net to say hey and get the ball rolling. Now back to the episode.
Excuses.
But hold on. Did they not behave for the ceremony?
They were falling in their heels, Noah.
I don't know about that.
I thought never. Those fun never are not falling anymore. I was annoyingly sober, actually. I literally walked into the venue area and I was like, okay, where's Austin? I felt like an idiot. I felt like a monkey. I was in fucking heels and a dress. I felt like a fucking moron. And I was like, okay, I need to go find Austin because I need Austin. I need him to tell me that this is not weird because I feel weird and I'm feeling weird physically and emotionally. And that was the thing. I was not drunk. I do.
Dude, you know that can put your... Hold on.
I do have the father-in-law be very upset about the fact that he and Stacy's sister rolled up in the back of an SUV.
That was funny.
He was not stoked about it. He was not stoked about it. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Well, you know that good picture of you sitting in the grass, laying down, smiling that Noah got of you? We're doing all our picture. Yeah, it's because you fell in the grass and you were just playing it off. And you took a picture while you did it.
No, I completely ate shit. There was no hiding it. It was literally in photos and videos. Noah got it on slow-mo. No, it was great. He just didn't put it in your wedding video.
Well, yeah.
But I got it. He got it in slow. He got it in the most
I don't remember catching
ridiculous shit ever. He got me tripping, right? I'm hanging on to what, Kilgore? I'm hanging on to someone, and I trip like the most, like Sex in the City, most bullshit.
You're walking in heels in grass
situation. Okay, my heels are sinking into the mud.
It was cinematic, but it was hard to walk. I could tell it was hard to walk. I think even you tripped once.
He filmed in slow-mo. It was great. No, it was awesome.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah,
I didn't fall.
I didn't fall. I would hope not.
No.
That would be
She's the boss.
I totally fell. I didn't fall outside. I fell inside the venue at the reception in front of everybody. Just ate the shit.
She's a boss.
Right after the
or make a stupid ass of herself.
Hold up. When did you fall?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Right after I threw the bouquet, I went to take off and I was running, and someone spilled a drink and didn't pick it up, and I just went right in front of everybody.
Nobody got that on camera. Nobody got that on camera.
No, because I was filming slow-mo on the bouquet toss. I didn't get what happened right afterwards.
Okay, yeah, about to say, you got me running. Yeah, because I just watched the video.
Now we have to watch the shots, right? No, now we have to watch the shots because he edited it and he has all the raw footage. He hasn't deleted anything, right? He keeps all the raw footage of everything. Now I have to watch it because if you ate shit, I'll feel so much better because I ate such hard shit. We're trying to do this camera happy,
it looked great.
Women's channel.
I do remember. I remember when you fell. Oh my god.
Shit.
Yeah.
I had my fucking arm around Kilgore. I don't remember who it was. I think Kilgore, but I can't remember.
Thinks that she ate shit, but actually she slightly stumbled and then was held up.
Oh, but that's right. But then I laughed my ass off at myself. I was laughing so hard, and that was one of the greatest, this kind of shot, right? Everybody's like, oh, they're getting married. No, I had just like ate shit and I didn't die. So I had my arm up. I was like, I didn't die.
It became a cinematic moment.
And it became like a thing. And it's cool. Like, I'm cool with it. It's great. I just, I'm happy my husband is the one who's only the one who has the raw footage of that because nobody else has seen this.
Uh-oh.
I do. I had him follow the raw footage.
Oh, gross.
Okay, before we go back to our topic, so Noah just started on that.
Going back. Who knows?
Oh, so sorry, all the podcast listeners.
They were great.
I'm a creator of a fun time. So, going back to that video of the wedding, though, if you watch it again, the one you sent us, you had the bigger boy footage after you already did the ceremony and you started kicking it off to something else, and then you have a video of the beer boy.
Correct. You know why?
Why is that?
Because from a song selection, this is actually good editor insight. I wanted you don't open up a wedding video with funny stuff. You open it up as sweet. You open it up as it's a beautiful day. The vows, all that stuff. After the ceremony's done, if there's some fun footage, you can go into a funny, fun compilation, which kind of gives you a breath, and then end up with, again, the first dance, the bouquet toss, all that stuff was sweet again. So it's kind of this breath in the middle of the video. So even though it happened before the ceremony, it didn't match the ceremony energy. But you got
look at you, creator over here.
It's like I do it professionally or something.
You need to look into doing something like that for a living. I don't know,
production company or a podcast or something.
No, I wasn't.
We should.
Yeah. What day job? This steady thinking. This could be the day job. Who knows?
I know. Okay, so on the really long drives back from like Hartsville or whatever, I'll like ugly sing, and I'll be like, deliberately singing hideously. They'll be like, Shorty, I wouldn't change your day job. And I'm like, I'm not. They don't know the jack shit. They don't know that I actually sing. So, it's funny hearing him say that. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, I should do something else. Maybe something else that I'm better at. I'm like, you're not better at anything else. This is what you do best. Stick to it, bruh.
Except for keeping us on track for conversations right now.
Oh, by the way, we haven't even paid the rest of it yet. This is complete.
We don't.
I want to be authentic, correct? This is what it feels like to be a creator. You have a household, right, of two incomes, both creators, all right? Yes, one is an artist. And
one's the builder. One's Bob the Builder. All right.
One's Bob the Builder, and was
Bob the Builder.
I was going to say
the other one's a porn photographer.
Maybe not, 2-year-old period mindset trades, okay, carpenter, and one artist. And it is feast or famine. We either have a lot of money or we have no money. And that is just the way that it is. And that's why it's hard to create such a consistent and something sort of a budget to stick to. It's fucking hard.
Well, it's hard to start out, but we'll make it bigger.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there. I think after I'm in a kind of new video business program, and hopefully by the end of the month I have enough presentations that we will be consistent money.
So what made you go into podcasting? Just something on the side to do?
Because he's a creator.
Great question.
That's what a podcast is. They're paying content, correct?
So it's because it's kind of fun to have like a side thing. And B, it's just like a perfect platform to get me to talk to creative, interesting, cool people consistently. And again, it's just literally like the title is Conversations with Creators. Like, I just want to talk to other cool people that make stuff. Because usually when you talk to those kind of people, you get really solid ideas and inspiration. Like, shit. The last podcast, or maybe the last two here, depending on when this comes out, I got a new idea for like a thing within the company, for this kind of commemorative coin, if you will, that's similar to AA, but for video, where if you do a year of content with us, we'll give you a gold coin of like, good fucking job, you did 12 months of video. That's hard.
So how do you relapse from that?
We're like, yeah, you stop, and that's not a good idea. You just don't.
Well, I got another great idea for you. How about you come down to Randy this past, you buy you a handy custom bay boat and you put your logo on the side of it. I think your company needs a boat.
Definitely, we could definitely do that.
How
How about also, you could have me, you come hire me to film you building the boats to do some video marketing for the boats to sell them even faster.
I wish they would. So here's the thing about that company. So I used to sell cars, right? Selling cars is hard. You're out there with a bunch of sharks. People come in, they just come to look, and then they leave. Look, people come into this shop, they know what they're buying, know the price that they're paying, because they know it's not cheap, and they know exactly what they want usually. So it's like, it's easy for the salesman to sell boats there.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
Just
like we're constantly, I think they got people that work so many boats, like it's a year behind because people have been waiting 12 to 14 months for their brand new boat to be built.
Yeah.
Because they want so they're willing to wait for it.
She has customers like that, honestly, for carpentry stuff. That they'll be like, we want you. And she's like, I'm not available for the next 6 months. And they're like, well, that's fine. We'll wait. We have dog mayhem happening right now in the background. This is.
Does she have one of those one of those ticket dispensers on her vehicle taking over?
Yeah. No, literally, like she'll have, she'll even say like it's this long before. I aspire to get to that level where there's a waiting list for. That's the thing. There wouldn't be a waiting list because I would just bring on more people to the girls are like, don't look at us in the background. This is a wide lens.
Fish out of lens.
That's hilarious. No, but 100%. Like if you got a good enough product, people will wait to buy something.
Well, I mean, like say you do commercials and all. I mean, even with our wedding video, you slayed that within hours. We got that wedding video within the next day.
Yeah.
And yet our pictures we got this year.
This year. So what happened there was, and it worked well because we drove down from Colorado to Texas to film it, and then on the way back, she was driving. I was like, I don't have anything to do on this 15-hour drive, 14, whatever. I'm gonna edit this video, and I was happy because like there's nothing else to do.
He did the most, honestly, and he will tell you this. He will tell you this. This is your wedding video was literally the most proud thing he had ever been of in his heart ever as an art piece.
Yeah, for weddings, it was awesome.
Especially being like people that we love so much. You're just like,
this is really solid.
I'm so proud of this piece. And this is called a piece for him, right? As an artist, this is a piece for him. Your wedding video was a piece for him, just like that 144 square foot deck I just did was a piece for me, right? As artists, we design it, we build it, and we make it from our minds into something that is actually physical, and everybody steps on and walks on, and for him, like visualizes and emotionally connects with, right? So same exact thing, but he was like, babe, this is like one of the most incredible things I've ever done. He did it on a 20-hour drive, by the way, from Sandia, Texas to Evergreen, Colorado.
No, I mean, it was definitely more. I think I finished it.
I literally drove, I want to say 14 out of 20 hours. So he drove six hours. The entire other time, he was editing your wedding video, and he was like,
it worked out.
Babe, this is the most beautiful thing I think I've ever done. He was so proud of it.
What's crazy about that video is I want to say maybe 3/4 of that he was drunk, and he did phenomenal.
Can you tell me that is not the coolest thing ever? He's even drunk and he's doing what he loves and he does it amazingly.
And it did come out amazing. I'm over here handing him beers and other people are handing him beers and he's still
it wasn't even on me that I was drunk. I kept getting fed stuff. They're like, here, have this. I'm like, okay, I'll chug it real fast.
Your wedding and the fact that we know and love you guys so incredibly much. I think that's what it meant so much to him. It wasn't just the gorgeousness and the genuineness and the fact that we actually enjoyed the wedding. Okay. During the wedding, while he's editing your wedding video, he is actively
It's emotional.
sobbing. And I was like, driving, like, babe, are you all right? Because you're making me nervous. And I'm like driving and I'm like trying not to get a wreck and stuff. But like, why are you crying? So it's just like, oh my God, they're just so precious. I just love them. And they're just so great. And it only made me love. It only made me love.
Like Stacey did that wedding video.
He's embarrassed. It only made me love him more, right? Because you were my best friend in high school.
It's like diarrhea.
And the fact that he was literally, ugly crying over editing your wedding video was just like the coolest thing in my mind. I was like, oh my God, I really love it. And I love that he genuinely actually married someone that I actually liked, because I never liked anybody he had dated before when we were kids, ever.
Just the
I
fact,
didn't like anyone, none of them liked me, and Stacey liked me right away, and I liked her right.
just the fact, Stacey, that you iced the groomsmen, I loved so much.
The most gangster bridesmaid move ever. That was awesome. She was just like straight gangster.
So we ate our cake.
Be born with greatness, okay?
That's right, babe.
You guys, you need to go. Actually, it's hard too because we both have kids, so it's it's even that you should come up here and we should go down there.
However, that time was space down there, and it sucks. So if you guys come up here,
come up here. We'll have
a good time. You're great.
Well, the kids are starting to sleep a lot better. We did send them on a long road trip. We drove them up to Pennsylvania, and
that's a very long road trip.
It was a very long road trip. Very long.
Long doesn't even define that. 27 hours? Not okay.
You know what makes it so long is that it's a road trip, and either one of you is always having to drive, right? You drive, the other one sleeps. While the other one's sleeping, then you trade off. If you really fucking want to move, right, babe? If you really
Still doesn't sleep in the car, so it's legit driving and miserable.
Oh, you drove and then you try to sleep, but you can't.
No, I would close my eyes and then I'd get to take a shit, and then I was like, nope, I want to drive now.
I don't get car sick, thank God.
Yeah, me neither. Cut us out.
Screen or fixed object. It's just the person.
So yeah, that's why. Yeah,
she
can't be on her phone.
Anyway,
I can't be on my phone.
Come visit. Period.
No, it got so bad to like literally I had been driving and then Austin's like, I'll drive. He drove for like 4 hours. And then I'm like, finally, I took some Dramamine and it knocked my ass out. I get an hour of sleep. He wakes me up. I need you to drive. And I was all,
all right, hold up.
I was like,
4 hours?
Coffee. I need coffee. I was like, fuck.
No, coffee's not bad. Just don't wake her up.
Oh, he woke me up, and so I had to get coffee, and I walked in, and I think I looked so miserable that people at the convenience store, I would like come up to pay for coffee, and she's like, oh, sweetheart, just go ahead and take it. And I was all,
you look like a zombie. Just take the coffee and survive and where.
Sure, she's like, you look like death right now.
You know what? After spending like $500 for gas, we should get whatever we want for free at those fucking convenience stores.
You vertical it. I'm sorry.
What the show notes kick back on this, but what is actually I want this for both of you now that you're both on the call. What's your favorite hobby shared, and also each of you as individuals?
I think shared is sleeping when the kids are asleep.
How old are they now?
As parents, yes.
Bentley is 6. Aubrey will be 3 in December.
He is the oldest son.
There's no way.
1 year younger.
He took their baby gender reveals photo.
All sons are within a couple months of each other. That's wild.
1 month, 1 day.
A month?
1 month, One day.
Okay, so sleeping. When you're not sleeping, what do you like to do? Other than make more babies.
There's no more babies.
We'll talk about that later. She wants babies. We'll talk about this later.
You guys snip?
No, he did not.
Snip.
I did a DIY, do it yourself vasectomy.
That was fucking safe.
Jesus.
Sweet. That's awesome. Great.
Well, what were the tools involved in a DUI or not DUI? Oh my god. Might as well have been a DUI.
I found some Play-Doh scissors in Billy's toy box.
Play-Doh scissors. Yeah, no, I'll just go
Play-Doh scissors and fishing line and Play-Doh scissors.
Fishing line, yeah. I had to cut out the circulation and then snip.
And you had to tourniquet it.
Oh,
yeah. Stop the bleeding. Package it up.
So Stacey, what's your go-to hobby?
Don't look at me. I don't know your hobbies.
Long enough to know my hobbies.
How about you are her hobby? That was the sauce.
Hobby is fishing and avoiding me.
and hunting, like duck hunting.
I think my hobby.
He doesn't want to spend time with her, but you watched that wedding video, and it is the opposite.
That was a good day. That was a good day.
We had other people to help watch the kids for once. Yeah, I remember this kid.
Sweetest thing ever. I'm so happy you guys decided on that because it looks so good in slow mo.
Okay, yeah, but then you look at Ryan and you see him hold it down by his pecker, and he's sitting there swirling it around.
That's funny.
Yeah, and he's like,
I either didn't include that or I didn't capture it, but it's not in the video.
No, you captured it. That's how I saw it happening. I captured it, but I didn't know the video.
Because I sent you the clip, I was like, look at your fucking best man.
That wasn't my best man. That was just one of the guys.
I love this. She was like, speaking to you, Tyler. He was like,
specifically you.
I intentionally made him read that.
Oh yeah, great. It was great. It was incredible.
Okay, so going back to my hobbies, I really, as horrible as this probably sounds, I don't really have any. Like, I don't have time for hobbies. Like, legit, I am so pathetic as a human being. My kids rule my world, and then when he comes home, it's about him. And then by the time, like, I'm done at my nights, I like to read. Like,
I know. I'm gonna get this. Hold up.
but you have to.
What is your go-to guilty pleasure TV show?
Oh, there's like a whole bunch of those. Shameless, most definitely.
Oh, Shameless is great.
I just finished. Yeah, but I just finished Shameless again for like the 10th time.
Shameless is solid.
It's literally like my
What's that other word? Banshee. Banshee.
Banshee was not that great. But yeah, I mean, I like to craft. I like to read. I like to
Twisted Tea.
I like to drink every night because I'm horrible.
We're cutting back. Actually. During the week, not to. And we had some family over, so we were doing a little bit, but generally on weekdays we're just trying to.
The first time off in like 3 years for my carpal tunnel. So I got a surgery.
Thumbnail.
That's Ron's turn.
All right. Tell me as we wrap this up, because honestly, this has been.
Yeah, we totally will.
If you're still here, fucking congrats. You're a hardcore fan. I love it. Oh my God. Just beating her sister here. If you heard that in the background, that was a thigh being slapped.
Oh, you do it harder than bed. We're not for it.
Question.
Oh my God. Question. Oh, she's saying she's prompting me to ask a question. I was like, I thought you had one. Where do people where do people get in touch with you for the boats and anything else you want to promote?
It's not. They can just look up Chris Marine Custom Haney Boats. The story behind the name Haney goes a long way, and it's a good story. But
what's the
Custom Haney boat?
Let's spell Haney.
I'm guessing chrismarine.com.
It's like I tell you at the time. I just build this shit. I'm not marketing it.
So Haney, Haynie.
We'll put it. No. You will text it to me, and I will put it in the show notes, and it'll be out there.
No.
Y'all threw me so much off topic. I don't even know where I'm at right now.
I honestly, I don't even know what to call this episode. I'm gonna let AI take care of it.
I know. I'm so stuck back on your green screen, so I don't know.
I love you.
I seriously, I'm so. This is a well-known fact that I run this audio through swell.ai, and so it gives me show notes and title options. I'm so interested to see what it recommends calling this episode.
Just call it "Trying to Podcast with the Wives."
Yes, I think no. I think if nothing comes up, if nothing is better, if nothing is better, I don't.
Boats and wives.
Nothing is better. I think boats and in parentheses married hoes.
Boats and wives
with Austin Martin is a pretty solid one because it gives respect, but also the hoes are here.
So maybe
there's only a little bit of boats. Little boats.
It's hoe in the way that Dr. Ken during his stand-up special, his hoe is his wife. She's the hoe. She's great.
What? You have an AI that just formulates a...
Sure do.
A name?
Yeah. Swell.ai for any podcasters out there. You're welcome. Show notes, timestamps, title suggestions, descriptions. Don't have to come up with any of that
Why
shit.
do you think there's such a massive writer strike going on right now? These actors are standing out. Okay.
They're
really It went on months, and they were literally striking against this artificial intelligence.
They're not striking against podcasts.
That they were writing
robots are taking over.
Scripts. They're writing scripts. They're writing titles.
Maybe it's just the wives are.
Both you gonna
Stacey, do you watch? Okay, so Shameless is solid. It's not trash TV. Are you like? Is there any Bachelor Bachelorette action happening? Thank God. I knew it wouldn't.
Absolutely not. I don't have time for that.
Maybe like some Jersey Shore, but
she's all offended. Like, what the?
I'm serious. Maybe action. Like, where would they root for that?
No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I think. Let's see. I don't even know if I had a guilty pleasure.
You have ruined my Netflix For You page. I will kill you.
So what happens here is I will occasionally hold up.
Trash. I mean trash.
I will occasionally be on set for different types of TV shows. And in Colorado, part of the market. Shut up. God, I love you.
We're trying to talk here.
Because I know it's gonna show up because I don't have a mic on. It's okay. So what I'll tend to do is if I'm working on a type of show, I will for maybe a week dive into that type of show. So there was like a dating show that came to Colorado that I worked on, so I dove into the reality side. And she literally was like, I've never felt less close to you than when like Temptation Island was in the queue on Hulu. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. I'll stop. Because it's not Temptation Island. Yeah, it wasn't good.
I think my guilty pleasure is listening to murder podcasts because I dive into that shit. I was like, Austin would never see it coming.
You don't do that, but that's a classic. So Austin. just know that she knows how to kill you.
Never see it coming.
She knows how to kill you.
That's the thing. Never see it.
I was the one that got her into the murder podcast on our 27-hour drive to Pennsylvania.
I was like, I don't really want to hear this. It's kind of depressing. As he's passed out, I'm just like, next one.
I know for a second, it's like his body was found in 17 pieces.
When I got on my Netflix, which is literally the only thing I share with my mother, everything else, Netflix is $12 a month. Everything else, Hulu being like $70 a month. Because it's football.
17.
Because of football and because of hockey.
Yeah.
We have to pay that much if we want to get our games. He cares about baseball, I don't. Anyways.
But Hulu doesn't run. I mean,
That's Noah and Austin. They care about baseball. We don't.
Go Giants.
Just don't.
I don't watch it that much anymore.
Baseball is boring.
It's so
No offense. If I'm at a game, if I'm at a physical game, it's fine. But watching on TV, no.
Phillies all day.
so much fun to go to a game, but I cannot watch it on TV. It is the most mind-numbingly boring shit on the planet. I'm like, yeah, I can't. But then it gets worse because you can fucking hear it on the radio. It gets worse. It's so much worse.
To be fair,
it's so much worse.
There's no to be fair on that one.
No, there is. Austin, hold on. Austin may know this as a baseball fan, but the Giants broadcast team has been voted best in the league about 5 years running.
That's fine. They could be best in the league all they want broadcasting, but it's still boring as fuck.
They're best in the league at putting me the fuck to sleep. I can't take it.
Don't you dare say that. John Miller, Dave Brennan,
scrub the bathroom.
Much now.
I would rather scrub a toilet.
I shouldn't even say Darien. San Francisco baseball.
I tried to get back into golf, and she about killed me.
Literally, two people on the same team just flip-flopped, but I'm staying quiet, and Austin stayed quiet. The two of these are like going at it. I'm like, I don't actually know that much about it. I just know it's not interesting, so I have no word. I'm just gonna stay quiet.
I can watch basketball and football all day long. Football.
Oh, basketball? Oh, you mean squeak, squeak over here and then squeak, squeak over here. No, it's great. No, it's awesome. It's a great time. Come basketball or you'll miss a fucking thing.
Basketball, a.k.a. squeak, squeak, swish.
All right. Hey, how about the Cowboys?
Ashley, come here.
What's up?
You're gonna lead us out here. Hold up. We're gonna end this thing. Ashley's going to have, and I'm stealing this from Andrew Sarantino's Whiskey Ginger podcast. Ashley, you have one statement or one thing to lead the world with, to lead our podcast out into the universe with. What you got?
And it's not ball wieners.
The younger generation can only be stronger than us.
I love it. All right, we're done. Bye.